Okay. No, please.
Girls.
Please. Luis. Good evening from the greater Iowa City studio of Public Access TV. This is a new episode of our very popular program, Education Exchange, in its 27th year on the air. I would like to welcome our guests tonight from the great school of Shimek Elementary in Iowa City. To my left side is Elizabeth Runing, the leader of the school, the principal.
Yes,
Can I call you the new principal of the school?
Sure. Yes, this is my
One
first
year.
year.
Has
My
been
first year at Shimek, yes.
1 year. And to her left side is Brooke Paxton, the teacher
Yes.
that's going to supervise the writers' workshop for not only this year, for many years to come, right?
Yes.
Are you planning to stay in Shimek all these years?
Yes, I would love to.
You will not leave there.
Not planning on
I
it.
know, I know teachers who go to Shimek stay there because
Yes.
Shimek is the, what,
Best kept secret.
best kept secret in Iowa City.
Thank you for having us
And-
today.
And thank you. And we have the real writers here, creative
Yes.
writers. And we are in the city of writing. And we have 4 of them. They are all famous, right? And some of them,
Now,
you're famous now.
They're so famous.
So we have
Famous
Sydney,
people of the world. My name is
we have Sydney, and then we have Louisa,
Lynn.
and then we have Miles, and then Walker. And all of them are first graders at Shimek
They
Elementary
are.
School.
They are.
So it's your turn now. The floor is yours. Tell us, what is the creative writing program or creative writers workshop at Shimek Elementary?
It's a new program that we started this year. A few teachers came to me and were interested in supplementing some of the writing that they were doing in their classroom, and they'd heard about a great new curriculum and asked if they could go to a conference in Des Moines. So of course we found those funds to make sure that they were supported in that endeavor, and came back with just a wealth of knowledge, and we're super excited about this new program and wanted to get it started. So we purchased some of the materials that went along with it, and Brooke has really just ran with this program, and the students are excited and they're coming up with great products.
Is it the only school in Iowa City that does that, or there are a couple of schools?
No other schools are doing it as well.
No,
A few other schools are.
few other,
Mhm.
like how many?
I'm not
4 or
sure.
5?
I want to say 3 that I know for sure
Okay.
currently.
Do you have any connections with them? Do you have any competition with them?
My sister is a first grade teacher in the district, and she is also doing it in her school. And then another good friend of mine has also started in her school, which is how I kind of caught wind of this special writing program and how we came to Liz to say, hey, we've heard really great things about this. Can we try it here?
So those wonderful writers are your kids in the
Yes.
program, right?
Yes.
So can you tell us something about each one of them? And what I see everybody is carrying a big binder or folder full of stories they wrote.
Yes. Well, our whole class has a special folder, our writer's workshop folder, where we keep all of our stories. And for this first part of our writer's workshop, we've been focusing on small moment stories. So all of them have just been writing up a storm, practicing writing stories about something that happened to them in their life. So we started just diving right in and just thinking of an idea and writing as much as we could about it. We've started to narrow our focus a little bit more of being very careful about how we're picking our stories. So we did this big lesson. Mrs. Bruning actually came in to see it, where we were making sure we're not picking huge, giant watermelon stories. Instead, we're picking teeny tiny seeds. So it's really interesting to read all of their stories because they all have very unique experiences and passions that they're writing about. So, and as they tell their stories a little bit later, I think you'll find them all very interesting and entertaining to read.
So shall we start with Sydney then?
That would be wonderful.
The one that wanted to take my position here?
Yes.
Before the
yes.
show backstage, she was, yeah, to be the host of the program. Okay, Sydney, well, go ahead. You are on the air.
This is my day routine. I wake up and get ready for school, but I'm too cozy in my bed. I go downstairs and eat breakfast, and my mom lets me pick a cereal. Then I get dressed and brush my hair so it's straight. I get my shoes on and I get my backpack on, and before I get everything in my backpack, I walk to the bus stop with my brothers, and sometimes my dad walks too. Then I'm at school. I have fun there because Joseph is there.
I can't believe that she's first grader. That's very impressive.
Very good.
And did you do the drawings too?
Yeah, I did the drawing. Yeah.
We have Mr. Alex Smith here. He's one of our best directors, and he is on the camera. Alex, is it possible for us to get a picture of some of these illustrations? Can you raise your book up so that he can take a picture of that, so our audience who are watching us now can see the beautiful art that's there? It's not only the beautiful writing, but the beautiful art as well. Can you open and show us another picture, Sydney?
And this has been a little bit of a change for our writing. At the beginning of the year, before we started this program, we always did
Wow.
the writing first, then the drawing, but we've changed it up a little bit, and we always start, we touch and tell our story across the pages, and then they sketch their pictures. And we found that it's really helped the kids kind of focus in on their ideas, and they add a lot to their pictures and then add to their writing.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. That was very good. We showed their art as well as their writing. Now, shall we proceed with
Yes,
Lisa now?
Elisa, sure.
Give us your story, Lisa.
I don't really have a
Title?
Final title?
no.
Okay, just tell us what the story is about.
One day, something terrible happened while I was singing. I lost my tooth. It was my front tooth. I was worried. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I went to Miss Amy's. She gave me a bag. I put my tooth in. I went back to work. When the day was over, I went home. I showed my parents my lost tooth, the end.
Wonderful. Can you again look at Mr. Smith here so that we can show the beautiful drawing that you made, and our audience would appreciate so much looking at that. You can show us more. Ah, that's a beautiful illustration. Oh, that's great. I imagine publishing this one time and selling it to people. You know. Okay, now we go to the boys. Mr. Miles.
Yay. The boys.
Yeah.
One day after school, we went to the book fair with my friend Ryan. I saw 4 books that I wanted. I asked my mom to get them. My mom said to put one away, but she said I could get the 3 others. And that's how I went to the book fair.
How long did it take you, Miles, to write this story?
A few minutes.
Really? Did you write other stories or just one? This was the first you ever wrote?
Lots.
Lots.
I tell you.
You write continuous. Oh,
What's our saying that
so
we
this
use?
is just a sample of what we
Yeah,
print.
yeah, we have a whole folder. What's our saying? When we think we're done,
Yeah.
We just begun.
we've only just begun. So sometimes they go back and add to some of the stories that they wrote in their folders.
I think Miles, Mr. Smith Miles is showing you his drawings
Oh,
too,
yeah.
so I gave him another picture because time is running quickly and we would like to listen to Mr. Walker now.
Yay!
Mr. Walker, go ahead.
Yay! I'm not going to tell you the title.
Okay.
My first at bat when I played for the Nationals, I almost got a home run. Instead, I got a big hit. I got a triple. I ran as fast as I could. I was the player of the game. My team said, "Great hit, Walker." And then, of course, the end.
That's very animated. It is reading and acting too. Are you an actor too?
No, what do you think?
I know that you are a famous baseball player. That's what I know about you, right?
I'm not even in the major leagues.
Someday.
Poor Walker. Someday you
You
will.
just hit me in the eye.
Oh, sorry.
So, Miles, you want to be a cop, right? And Luisa told me that she wants to be a vet and treat cats, right?
No, I want to treat both of them.
All animals, very nice. And Sydney wants to be a teacher, just like Brooke, right?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we have a video to show you of kind of what it looks like during our writer's workshop time, so you can see kind of the flow of the lesson. If you'd like to see that now.
Okay, let us see the video of the activity in the writer's workshop of Shimek Elementary. Until, yeah, here we go.
I see.
writers sometimes need a friend or a partner to talk to. Writers often meet with friends or partners to help plan and get ideas for their writing. Today, first grade writers, you are going to get a writing friend that is going to help you talk, read, and plan to write stories. So, Maren, Tegan, and I went to dance, a National Dance Academy. And Tegan, right when we got there, had to get on her ballet shoes. Dance class was it was time to start dance class, so she went inside the dance studio, and I got to watch from a window to see what she was doing. Next, they did a whole bunch of dances. They changed into their tap shoes, and then Tegan came running out to me to tell me she had a blister on her foot and she didn't want to wear her tap shoes. In the end, we went inside the dance studio and they did a really cute dance to a song. What did you think?
It was good, but do you go to Nolte?
No, I go to National Dance Academy. Ooh, I'll make sure, Claire, when I write that, I'll make sure that I include that in my story.
And why didn't what's the one?
Caleb?
Why did Caleb come?
Oh, that is a good question. Because I told you, only the girls in my family went. Caleb stayed at home and he was making dinner with my husband.
Boys.
What do you think? Do you know what? You helped me give me some ideas that I didn't even think about, that I maybe forgot to mention when I was writing. So I'm gonna go back and try that again. This is what Claire and I did. First, I told Claire my story. I was touching and telling my story. Next, my partner, Claire, was picturing and she asked me questions about my story that she maybe wanted more information about, things that I could add to my story. Then, I told this story again. This time I said even more. And then we switched. And Claire would get to touch and tell her story to me.
And second, I'm going to write about how I didn't know what I was going to have. I didn't know what was going to happen. Then I'll write about how they put film in the tube. Then I'll write about... I do have a story on my website. Then I got a toy. And maybe, and my other choice is a toy or a mannequin. That's my choice. And any questions?
Well, that was very impressive. Wonderful activities. I think we have a couple of minutes to can you tell us about your, I mean, you moved from secondary education to be a leader in elementary education. What difference? Tell me about the difference between those experiences.
They're very different experiences, and I think one thing that has kind of stuck out to me in relation to this project is that the elementary curriculum is very standards-based, and that teachers are always looking for new ways to meet those standards. And so bringing in a curriculum like this is a great way to supplement what they already have that is district-wide, and they can pull in these new ideas as well to build upon what they have and create just some really great programs for their students in order to meet those standards.
Great. What's your vision for the future of this program?
I can see us continuing this. Our next step, we've been working a lot on our personal narrative, small moment stories. In the current future, we are going to be working on writing how-tos and more informational text, and then we'll be working on writing reviews, opinion writing. So that's what the rest of the year looks like. However, for like the distant future, for that year's the years to come, I continue seeing using this because I just see it's producing so much more writing than what I've seen in the past. Kids are super excited about it when they're writing. A lot of times when I say it's time for recess, I hear groans because they want to continue writing. So we have been doing a lot of it in our classroom because, again, it's just something that they're really engaged in doing, and I feel like learning a lot and just looking at their writing from when we first started to even just the few weeks we've been working on this, I've seen a huge improvement.
And do they read equally?
Yes.
I mean, they
yes.
write very well.
Yes, yes.
So they get reading experience.
Yes, exactly, yep. They go together. And we've been talking a lot about using literature and stories to help us with our writing as well. We read a funny story about the night of the veggie monster, which we think is a really good small moment story, and we've been using that to help us using it to look at it, and then using it to help us write our own stories too.
How do you see, we have 3 parents here attending to this in the studio.
Yes.
And how do you see the feedback from the parents?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
We actually just, on Friday, we've been using this special app called Seesaw, and the kids took a video of their stories, because that's something that I feel like has been hard because we've been keeping our writing at school because our folders are so full of great writing, but I was thinking about the parents and how they haven't gotten to see their writing yet. So the kids took videos of them reading their stories on Seesaw, and then their parents got to see them on the app, and a lot of parents commented back to us that the kids can see as well.
Well, definitely when they come to the studio, this means they are supporting the kids. Mr. Smith, is it possible to get a picture of the parents quickly? Steal one because they are here, yeah.
Why is everybody laughing?
Who is the parent of whom? Can you tell the audience now, the viewers?
Yes. Andrea is the mother of Walker.
Yay!
Yes. We have Louise's mother next. And then we have Sydney and Miles' mother here as well.
Well, I just would like to give you credit for that. I mean, definitely with your support, you are going to make great writers for Iowa City, definitely. Having said that, I would like to thank everyone here. Of course, I would like to thank Sydney and Louisa, Miles, and Mr. Walker, right? Already in red for the occasions. And of course, the leadership, as well as the teacher and the 3 wonderful parents. And this program will be on Channel 18, Channel 21 cable, local TV. As you know, Channel 21 is for education channel. Channel 18 is for public access TV, and would like to thank them for hosting us now all these years, giving us the facilities. Alex Smith is with us from the staff of Public Access TV, helping us. Mr. Jan Karhoff, behind this glass window, is the father of this program 27 years ago. And I would like to thank our audience who are listening to us now and will be listening to us on YouTube if they don't have Channel 18 and 21 on local TV. We are going to be on YouTube tonight, and hopefully tonight. If Aaron Crawford will be kind to us, we'll put it tonight. Otherwise, it will be tomorrow. And to this note, I would like to conclude the program. You want to say something? You have 1 second. Go ahead.
What's this YouTube video called?
Okay.
What's it called?
We'll get it for you. Yeah. Walker, quickly, because he's going to cut where you're talking. So keep going.
Do you think I'll be a baseball player?
Well, if you really have the will and you work hard, you can create all your dreams, and all your dreams will come true. If you want to be president of the United States, you will be president of the United States.
I just want to be president.
Yeah. And Sydney, you're going to be a teacher, and you will be enjoying this profession very much. Thank you all.
Show me the video like this book.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
No, I want to do work.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night from Iowa City, a very warm night at the end of December, which is something spectacular. Thank you very much.
Thank
I
you.
like Christmas. That's why we